Hmm. So can you, Arya bro, can you take the lead and recite the verse?
As what, Prabhu?
Recite the verse. Can take
Oh
the
yeah.
lead.
Oh, the Sanskrit version.
Yes.
Sanjay Vacha Etach. 1 minute.
What happened?
Okay, I got it. Sanjay Vacha Etach Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Vepamana Kririti Namaskritva Bhuya Eva Krishnam Sagada Gadam Bhita Pranamaya.
Translation. Can you read the translation?
Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the trembling Arjuna offered obeisances with folded hands again and again. He fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice as follows. Purport. As we have already explained, because of the situation created by the universal form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna became bewildered and wondered. Thus he began to offer his respectful obeisances to Krishna again and again. And with his faltering voice, he began to pray, not as a friend, but a devotee in wonder.
Next verse also read. Arjuna uvacha sthane rishikesha tava prakritya jagat prahasyatyanurajyate cha rachansi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Somebody else can read?
Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Purport.
Rightly done.
Rightly, yeah. Arjuna, Purport. Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about the outcome of the battle of Kurukshetra, became enlightened, and as a great devotee and friend of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said that everything done by Krishna is quite fit. Arjun confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and the object of worship for the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. His actions are equally good for all. Arjun concluded herein that when the battle of
Arjuna
Kurukshetra
understood. Arjuna understood.
sorry, Arjuna understood herein that when the battle of Kurukshetra was being concluded in outer space, there were present many demigods, siddhas, and the intelligentsia of the higher planets, and they were observing the fight because Krishna was present there. When Arjuna saw the universal form of the Lord, the demigods took pleasure in it, but others, who were demons and atheists, could not stand it when the Lord was praised. Out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they fled. Krishna's treatment of the devotees and the atheists is praised by Arjuna. In all cases, a devotee glorifies the Lord because he knows that whatever he does is good for all.
कस्माश्च नानविरन्महान्मन् गरीयसे ब्रह्मणोऽप्यादिकर्ते अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवासा तमक्षरं सरसत्तत्परं यत्. Somebody else can read.
Translation, O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obediences unto you? O limitless one, God of gods, refuge of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. Purport. By this offering of obediences, Arjuna indicates that Krishna is worshipable by everyone. He is all-pervading, and he is the soul of every soul. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahatma, which means that he is the most magnanimous and unlimited. Ananta indicates that there is nothing which is not covered by the influence and energy of the Supreme Lord. And Devasa means that he is the control of all demigods and is above them all. He is the shelter of the whole universe. Arjuna also thought that it was fitting that all the perfect living entities and powerful demigods offer their respectful obediences unto him, because no one is greater than him. Arjuna especially mentions that Krishna is greater than Brahma because Brahma is created by him. Brahma is born out of the lotus stem grown out of the navel in the abdomen of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who is Krishna's plenary expansion. Therefore, Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is born of Brahma, and all other demigods must offer their respectful obediences. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam that the Lord is respected by Lord Shiva and Brahma and similar other demigods. The word Aksharam is very significant because this material creation is subject to destruction, but the Lord is above this material creation. He is the cause of all causes, and being so, he is superior to all the conditioned souls within this material nature, as well as the material cosmic manifestation itself. He is therefore the all great supreme.
Lord above material and the cause of all and being so superior to all the conditions of yeah. So this series of verses, now Arjuna is actually offering. No, actually this is Sanjaya spoke. So he's saying, and after he heard the voice of Lord, Nimitta Matra, Bhava Savisachi, all these verses, all these words that he heard. So seeing this beautiful, of course beautiful, but the main thing is the word ferocious form, not beautiful like Shamsundar form, but most ferocious and fearsome form of the Lord. After seeing that and hearing these words, Arjuna, was trembling. Because Arjuna actually is in Sakhiras, but right now, seeing this universal form of the Lord, Arjuna is wonderstruck. So he's having a wonder mellow. He fearfully spoke to the Lord in faltering voice as follows. He began to offer the again and again with faltering voice. He began to pray, not as a friend, but a devotee in wonder. So, yeah, and then Arjuna starts praying. And then he says, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and everyone becomes attached to you. All the perfected beings offer a spiritual homage. The demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So this is a wonderful translation actually. Arjuna is praying that just by hearing the name of the Lord, one becomes attached to the Lord. So this is an important point, that holy name of the Lord makes you attached to the Lord eventually. So one should continue chanting the holy name of the Lord with great attention and concentration. And that way one can gradually become attached to the Lord. And as our attachment to Lord becomes more and more stronger, the Maya's grip on us also becomes looser. It loses more and more. So this is the way to come out of Maya. So becoming attached to holy name and devotees and the Lord, that actually is the cause of our freedom from the bondage of Maya. So how we should take this very seriously, especially chanting the name of the Lord is a Yuga Dharma. We should take it very seriously. And then he says, although the perfect beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid. They flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So when we start chanting, so there is our mind, which is more demoniac right now. So it becomes afraid. That's why mind is not trying to cooperate. Mind tries to run away. But we have to know that this demon will be killed by the influence of the holy name. We have to simply keep chanting. So all the demons within our mind will be killed. What are the demons? Because Shad Ripu, 6 enemies, 6 demons. Who are they? Anybody knows? What are Shad Ripu? 6 demons. Nobody knows. Anyone knows? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsar. Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, and illusion. So these demons will be killed if you hear the holy name of the Lord. So they try to run here and there. They are afraid. But as you keep chanting, then these demons will be killed. So we should not run away with the mind, rather we should be with the holy name and let the holy name purify us, like that. Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about the outcome of the battle, he became enlightened as a great devotee and friend of Supreme Lord. He said everything done by Krishna is quite fit. And Arjuna confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and object of worship for the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. His actions are equally good for all. Arjuna understood here in that when the battle of Kurukshetra was being concluded in outer space, all the Siddhas, demigods, and all the intelligence of higher planets, they were observing, and because Krishna was present. Arjuna also saw the universal form of the Lord. The demons took pleasure, and demons and atheists could not stand, and the Lord was praised. Out of the natural fear devastation from the Lord, they fled. Krishna's treatment of the devotee and atheist is praised by Arjuna. So in all cases, the devotee glorifies the Lord because he knows what he does is good for all. So even the demons may be killed by the Lord, but actually when the demons are killed by the Lord, also they get transcendental promotion. They usually get, the effulgence, the Brahman effulgence, they emerge in that usually. They go there. So even Krishna's killing is absolute. It is beneficial. It is not ordinarily how some person is killed by the influence of material nature. So Krishna's killing is also transcendental. Is benefiting the person who gets killed by Krishna. Like that. So Krishna is all good for everyone actually. That's why taking shelter of Krishna is the most auspicious thing for anyone. Taking shelter of the Lord, surely our life will become auspicious. And then he says, even he's the greatest among all, because he's the original creator. So he's the refuge of the universe, cause of all causes, transcendental material manifestation. He gives about the Ananta. Ananta means there is nothing which is not caught by the influence of energy of Supreme Lord. And he also telling Mahatma. That means he is magnanimous and unlimited. And Krishna is worshipable by everyone, the shelter of the whole universe. Powerful demigods also offer obeisances. And he's greater than Brahma and is bigger than Shiva also. Shiva and Brahma, they are born from Lord only. And Lord Shiva is born from Brahma. The word Aksharam is very significant because this material creation is very destruction, but Lord is above the material creation and is superior to all conditioned souls and is the cause of all causes. The material nature is, as well as the material cosmic nature itself. So all the living entities within this material nature and material cosmic manifestation are there, and Lord is above all of them. Therefore, all great supreme. So it talks about how supremacy of the Lord among all. And this verse is talking about how the Lord is oldest, ultimate sanctuary of the manifested cosmic world, knower of everything, and is again the refuge of the three, he's the supreme refuge of everyone, and he's above the modes of material nature, transcendent to everything, limitless form. And this cosmic manifestation is permitted by you only. So this we are not everything. Really not really. Tell me, here two verses I think again. This also, also there. So you can see how beautifully these prayers are there, which Arjuna is praying. So now this is not very natural state for Arjuna, because Arjuna is actually in the relationship of friendship with the Lord. But Arjuna is actually making sure that supremacy of the Lord is thoroughly understood by the conditioned souls. In fact, the Vishnurupa darshan which Arjuna also desired to see was so that the people in future will not have a doubt about Krishna's supremacy. Otherwise, Arjuna is always very happy in just having loving pastimes with Krishna as his friend. That is a natural state of Arjuna. But here, you see, Arjuna is also praying, being wonderstruck by this phenomenal, gigantic, fearsome form of the Lord, and he's praying and offering sincere prayers of how Lord is supreme and his cause of all causes beyond his material manifestation. Because that's important for conditioned souls to know. Otherwise, they don't understand the Lord's supreme position. And when they don't understand Lord properly, tatataha, then they cannot have proper loving emotions for the Lord, because then they may think Lord to be someone ordinary, something of product of material nature, and then that kind of true position of the Lord not understood, then our devotional service will not be based on proper knowledge. That is Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha Gyan should be there proper. Because Sambandha Gyan is good, then Abhidheya will be powerful. Then Abhidheya means the process of devotional service, chanting, reading, because it is considered, otherwise it becomes offensive. Though we be worshipping the Lord, chanting his name becomes offensive. That's it. You said, no, consider the names of the demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord equal to or more than the holy name of the Lord. Non-different or equal to the holy name of the Lord. So that it becomes offensive. One has to understand that how Lord's holy name is transcendental, how Lord is transcendental, how Lord is supreme among all. So this kind of understanding should be there. Otherwise, if we think them to be ordinary, if we don't understand Lord's position as supreme and consider Lord to be ordinary, then we have offenses in our process of devotional service. So we have to know the supreme position of the Lord very thoroughly, and that's why Arjuna is praying and establishing the supremacy of the Lord, which is very important for conditioned souls to understand, and then begin devotional service with proper attitude, and then gradually the love will be awakened in the heart. And as the love is awakened, then one will be situated in one of the rasa with the Lord, which Arjuna is naturally there, but here is just trying to teach the conditioned souls through his example. So any reflection anybody has? We can just take one or two reflections, then we can pause for today.
I think I like hearing or like being reminded what you said, Prabhu, about how chanting will remove like the 6 enemies from the mind. That was helpful for me.
Yeah, we should have great faith in holy name. Yes, our mind may be very dirty, may have many complex things and issues, but we should have full faith that holy name is actually the deliverer, not different from Krishna. And let me sincerely chant the holy name of the Lord. It will take care of my purification. Like that, it will purify me. My only duty is I can take shelter of, because I cannot help myself otherwise. What help I can do for myself? I can only take shelter of the Lord and his holy name. We should sincerely chant, having full faith. Thank you. Any other point? Virat Prabhu?
My reflection was also similar about
Okay.
how the holy name is so powerful it can remove the 6 demons of the mind. I also like that this event was taking place for our benefit, for not only not only for Arjuna's benefit, but for our benefit, to help us conditioned souls realize and have some guidance as to the supreme position of Krishna, and to gain trust in the name of Krishna.
Yeah.
So it was all done for our benefit. So
yes, Arya Prabhu and Srinivasan Prabhu and Srini Mataji. Quickly, one point.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. My point, Prabhu, is kind of similar, but Krishna comes in the Vishwarup form, and he shows us like what his true power is, and but in most of the time he is in his two-handed form, and that's like more pleasant to all of us, and so he's just like he's benefiting us with the holy name. I feel like he's also helping us with showing us the more pleasant two-handed form of him, not showing the Vishwarup form all the time.
Srinivasan Prabhu? Poonam Mataji?
You just when we take chanting and hearing of Krishna's name, then Krishna will mercy upon us, and all the Maya will go away. And then when he show his Vishwarup, then he just show that everything comes from him and everything goes in him, so that we should not follow that. It's a very different kind of roop of Krishna. So we just want to see him only that two-handed rupas, and we worship in that. Every demigods, Lord Brahma and Shiva is also worshipping. So he is the cause of all causes, and we should worship.
Srinivasan Prabhu?
Sorry, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Like Krishna's name will act as a cleansing agent, purifying all the anarthas. Like